The biochemical substances produced in the plants are of two types, primary metabolites and secondary metabolites. So primary metabolites we have pulled the examples as carbohydrates, fats and proteins, okay, which are useful for the growth and development. And the second type of the biochemical substances are nothing but the secondary metabolites, we call them as. So we have listed out the substances like alkaloids, latex, gums, resins, etc. All these are the examples for the secondary metabolites. So today let us study in detail about each and every type of the secondary metabolites. So we will start with alkaloids. So there is a table given in textbook, table number 5, in which you have got some important plants, what type of alkaloids they are secreting. Okay, so this table is most important one. So let us start with the alkaloids. So first of all, what do you mean by alkaloids? So alkaloids are the nitrogenous byproducts, okay, and poisonous substances which are stored in the different parts of the plant, right? Now let us study about some plants, in which part of the plant the alkaloid is stored, what is the use of it, medicinal use, and what is the scientific name of the plant and the alkaloid name. Okay, first we will start with. So first alkaloid is called as the quinine. So this is the alkaloid stored in the bark of the plant called as Cinchona officinalis. Okay, scientific name, these are the scientific names given here. Common names also we can write. It's commonly called as Cinchona plant. Okay, shortly called as Cinchona plant. Scientific name Cinchona officinalis. So the bark of this particular plant stores one alkaloid which is called quinine, and it is used as an anti-malarial drug. Okay, anti-malarial drug. And nowadays in this modern world, so because the advancement in the field of medicine and science, okay, so we have got latest highly potent drugs to cure the malaria. But in the earlier days, so this was the best medicine proved to protect ourselves from the malaria disease, malarial fever. Okay, that is why it was used as anti-malarial drug, right? Coming to the second alkaloid, nicotine. Okay, that drug name is called as nicotine, alkaloid name. It is present in the leaves of which plant? Nicotiana tobacum. Okay, Nicotiana tobacum. Common name of this particular plant is called as a tobacco plant. Okay, here the scientific name is given. Okay, in 9th class you have studied that every scientific name of a plant consists of two words. Okay, genus and species. First word is called genus, second word is called species. So Nicotiana tobacum. Okay, so commonly called as a tobacco plant. And what is the use of this particular tobacco plant? Generally we know that tobacco is used in the preparation of cigars, gutkhas, bidis, etc. But it is best insecticide and it is used as a stimulant. Okay, insecticide in the sense, so while growing the agricultural crops, if there is an attack of insects on the agricultural crops, so this leaves are dried, these leaves are dried and powdered, and such a powder is to be sprayed onto the plants. Okay, then it proves to be as the best insecticide, natural insecticide we call it as. Okay, right, coming to the third one, third alkaloid, morphine cocaine. So these are extracted from a plant called as opium plant. Okay, Papaver somniferum. Scientific name of the plant is called Papaver somniferum, commonly called as a opium plant. Opium plant. So which part of it stores the this particular alkaloid? It is stored in the fruit. So already we have told different parts of the plant store different type of the alkaloids. So in some plants it may be the leaves, in some plants it may be the bark, in some plants it may be the root, in some plants it may be the fruit. So here we have got the fruit storing this particular morphine cocaine. Okay, so Papaver somniferum, right? Opium plant we call it as. And what is the use of this? It is proved to be as a best painkiller. So during some conditions, whenever we get injured, okay, so nowadays we have got allopathic painkillers are there in the form of tablets and injections, etc. But earlier, so this was the best painkiller used, okay, in treating different type of the pain relieving problems. Okay, right. Now moving to the next one, fourth one, reserpine. Reserpine. The alkaloid name is called reserpine. Scientific name of this particular plant is Rauwolfia serpentina. Rauwolfia serpentina. Right? It's commonly known as a snake root plant. It is commonly known as a snake root plant. Right? Scientific name is called Rauwolfia serpentina. And which part of it stores this reserpine? Root is useful. Okay, the underground part of the plant, that is the root is useful. The roots store the reserpine alkaloid in it, and it is proved to be as the best medicine for the snake bite. It is the medicine for the snake bite. Even these days also we use this type of the medicine. Even though modern medicines are available, anti-venom injections are available. So in tribal areas, so people are depending on this type of the medicinal plants only. Okay, snake bite, medicine for snake bite, and it's also used in the problems of high blood pressure. Okay, so this is about the fourth alkaloid called fine. Now coming to the fifth one, caffeine. Okay, so what is this caffeine? So this is available in the plant. Okay, from the plant it is extracted, which is called as Coffea arabica, commonly known as coffee plant. It is commonly known as coffee plant. So what the coffee we take? Okay, so brew coffee or etc., whatever are available in the market, so they are extracted from the seeds. So the seed of this coffee plant contains a alkaloid named as caffeine. Okay, Coffea arabica, scientific name. And what is it used for? It is proved to be as a best CNS stimulant. So what do you mean by CNS stimulant? Central nervous system. CNS we call it as central nervous system. That is, which part comes under central nervous system? Most important is the brain and spinal cord comes under this central nervous system, and brain gets activated whenever we have a cup of coffee. Okay, people feel very much relaxed once they have the coffee, because that coffee contains a chemical called as the caffeine. Right, moving to the next one, that is nimbin. Okay, nimbin is extracted, or it is the alkaloid present or extracted from a plant called as Azadirachta indica, commonly known as neem tree. Okay, neem tree, commonly known as neem tree, scientific name Azadirachta indica. Okay, and almost each part of the plant is very much important here. So it may be the seeds, it may be the bark, it may be the leaves, or it may be the stem. Okay, the entire neem tree is very much useful, and it is the best in containing sulfur. Okay, it is used as an antiseptic. And we see that even in these days also many of the people depend upon this particular neem tree for getting cured the different type of the skin problems, skin diseases. Okay, antibacterial, it is antiseptic, we call it as, right? So that is the reason why we pray the neem tree as a goddess. Okay, so it has got a lot of medicinal value in it, right? So this is what we call it as a neem. Even it is used in the preparation of the toothpaste, or it may be in the soaps, bathing soaps, and different type of the products. Neem is used. Such a commercial value it has got. Okay, right? Azadirachta indica, commonly known as neem tree. Now moving to the next one, seventh alkaloid, scopolamine. So what is the name of the plant from which it is extracted? Datura stramonium. Okay, scientific name of the plant Datura stramonium, commonly known as Datura plant, and it's almost we can see outside on the roadside also. So this type of the plant is most commonly grown. Okay, and its fruit appears to be of this type like this. It's called as the thorn apple. Okay, the flower and fruit are most important here, and this type of fruit you can see. Okay, by seeing the fruit you can recognize the plant. Datura stramonium we call it as. So fruit and flower both contain the alkaloid called as scopolamine, and it is used as a sedative. Okay, sedative, right? So generally sedative is used generally whenever surgeries are going on. So nowadays we are taking the anesthesia, general anesthesia or local anesthesia while surgeries are going on, minor or major operations. But earlier days, so to make the person to lie down, okay, in an unconscious state, so this type of the things were used. Okay, it is used as a sedative medicine, right? Now moving to the last one, which type of the alkaloid? It is called pyrethroids. Alkaloid name pyrethroids, and it is extracted from a plant called as chrysanthemum, commonly called as chamanti. Okay, so you might be knowing about what you mean by chamanti plant. Chrysanthemum we call it a scientific name. Okay, any type of the species, chrysanthemum species. So the flower, the petals of this particular flower are very much important, and it contains the pyrethroids alkaloid, and it is proved to be as the best insecticide. So here we have got the tobacco leaves also, okay, which are acting as the best insecticide, and even these petals of the chrysanthemum flower are also used. They are grinded into powder and used as the best insecticide while growing the agricultural crops. Right. Now moving to the other type of the secondary metabolites. So just now we have seen one important table, table number 5. Okay, alkaloids table. Now moving to other secondary metabolites like tannins, resins and gums. So let us start with the tannins. So what are these tannins? So these are the carbon compounds, okay, stored in the different parts of the plants. So which type of the plants? Example like we have got cassia plant and acacia plant. So in the textbook you can see the 13A figure cassia plant, cassia aculeata and acacia 13B figure you can see that. So these two type of the plants. So cassia plant you might have seen. This is popularly the flowers of this particular plant are used in the Batkama festival. In making that Batkama, the yellow color flowers are used. That is what we call cassia. Okay, and acacia plant is a plant with a number of thorns on it. So particularly it is popular for the it's a dangerous thorns. So this from these two type of the plants, the stem region. Okay, so we can extract one deep brown color substance which is called tannin. And what is the economic importance of this particular tannins? So they are used in the tanning of the leather. So what do you mean by tanning of leather? Nothing but cleaning the leather. The skin of the animals like sheep, goat, okay, cows and buffaloes is totally cleaned. Okay, the fat is removed in the leather industry by using this type of the substance which is a natural carbon compound substance. Okay, tanning of leather we call it as. Apart from that, it is also used in the preparation of some medicines. So like this, the tannins are the natural secondary metabolites which are commercially important for us. Okay, now moving to the other secondary metabolite, that is called resins. And this type of resins are found in the plants which are belonging to the group called as the gymnosperms. One example under the gymnosperms is the pinus plant. And these type of the plants are popularly seen in the Tirumala hills. So in the hilly areas, on the mountain areas, on the hills, we can find this type of the trees growing. Okay, so you can see in the textbook 13C figure. So this is what we call pinus plant. And the stem of this particular pinus plant, okay, consists of long tubular structures which are called as resin passages. In these resin passages, okay, we have got the liquid flowing there, and this type of the resin which is extracted from the resin passages of the pinus plant, it is used in the painting industry in the preparation of varnishes. Okay, generally varnishes are used for the wooden furniture and all. So that type of the varnish is a natural product extracted from the pinus plant. So what is the secondary metabolite name? Resins we call it as. Okay, and now coming to the next alkaloid, that is the next type of the secondary metabolite, that is called as the gums. And gums are most commonly extracted from two type of the plants which we see most commonly in our surrounding areas, that is the neem tree. Just now we have seen in alkaloids table, Azadirachta indica, scientific name of the neem tree, scientific name of neem tree. So from the branches of the neem tree, so whenever we make some cuts or injuries on the branches of the neem tree, so to wound, that is called wound healing process, to overcome that injured part, so the tree secretes one sticky substance, that is what we call it as gum. Not only from neem tree, also from acacia plant. Okay, tumachettu we call it as in Telugu, right? So these two trees are very popular for the production of the gum. But to produce that, we need to make some injuries on the plant, on the branches, on the stems, etc. We have to make it. So the oozes, the sticky substance oozes out, which is called as the gum, and it is a technique of producing, because to overcome one problem, that is the wound healing process we call it as. Okay, and this becomes more swollen when it absorbs the water from the nature. Okay, the moisture present in the nature is absorbed by this gum material and becomes too much sticky substance, and it is used commercially as adhesive material. So adhesive means sticky. It is used for binding purpose in making the books. Okay, and different type of the binding material. So it is used as best adhesive or binding agent we call it as. And apart from that, it is also used in the preparation of some medicines and even some type of the food items.